chat, baby.
Go.
There was like a little delay for a second. It wasn't showing our screens.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah, for like a second or two delay.
I didn't even notice it, man. I was staring at the side screen. That's the beauty of hosting this stuff. You don't even know what's going on sometimes. You're in the motions. But what's going on? Guys, good to be back.
How you feeling?
Welcome back. How you feeling?
Still a little sick over here, but you know, we're showing up on a Monday. So
just
that's
in
all that
time
matters.
for the holidays, just in time to get together with the family.
Right. Yeah, it's a perfect time. We had a little Thanksgiving thing over at work today too. So I was like, this is probably not a good idea to sit next to everybody. So kind of like kept a little bit of a distance, you know, a little 6 foot rule.
You could have missed that dinner though.
Sneezed all over the stuff.
Free lunch. Hey, free lunch for Thanksgiving. You can't beat that. This is the best I'm gonna eat all year right now.
100%.
But now appreciate you guys holding it down last week. I'm back from PTO. I think I used up all my PTO time like we talked about.
I think you're done for the year.
Yeah. Just giving you a heads up. You don't even know about it yet. I might have to take a little bit more of that coming up here soon.
No, absolutely.
I'll give you a little backstory on that afterwards.
Okay.
We can jump into that on the second half of the show. But shout out to chat, everybody over here. Welcome to F35 Live, our weekly live stream. We're here every Monday night from 9 p.m. Eastern to maybe 11 p.m. Eastern over here. We're seeing how the bear market treats us. But tonight we got a fun conversation. Shout out to everybody over here. Showed up in chat early. We got Eddie Z, Crypto Hands, Devryn, who's also backstage, coincidentally. Resin over here, who says, smash that like button. Also, smash that comment section down there for a happy birthday, Rez. It is his birthday today, so big
happy birthday, bro.
Also, our F35 mod over there.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to Rez, man. Arena Red,
sure.
Capitalist Pig, Garfield Lasagna, shout out to you, DeFi FOMO, Arrow Art, Arena Red, Venture Streams showing up, new one over in the chat, and Joe Davidson. It wouldn't be Joe Davidson without a little corn reference over there.
On the cob?
Maybe a game. Maybe a little bit of a game, man. Now, welcome everybody over here onto the show tonight. We got a fun stream lined up for you guys. A little different than what we normally do. We did last week. We kicked off with Bookie Ikigai NFT projects, and now we've got something a little bigger than that. Something that I don't know. Maybe we never been to this before. A little rare. We should have gone. We should have gone. After looking back at it, it looked really fun. But I'm excited to get a chance to talk to the founders and team members tonight to go ahead and guide us into where they're going in the next year, because they got some new stuff. They're incorporating NFTs too into the process. It's an event that's continued to grow from year to year. It doesn't look like it's slowing, even in a bear market, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome our guests over here. From Rare Evo, you have one of the co-founders, Rand, and a member from the team, Devryn, or AKA Nathan. Welcome onto the stream, guys.
How's it going,
gentlemen? Thanks for having us. Thank you for the great intro.
Works, definitely.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys showing up tonight. I know it's a little late. Is it later on your guys' side? We're over on the East Coast, so it's like around 9 o'clock over here.
We're East Coast, but the hustle doesn't sleep, man. We're up all the time.
There it is. I appreciate that. Bear market, you're grinding over here. That's all that matters. The people are building. And also appreciate the synchronized backgrounds from you guys over here. It's rare. That's fine.
All on theme. Yeah, I like that.
Word of the night for Tommy now.
Made his just a little nicer than mine.
Yeah, he added the little touch, right? He gave us a little bit of alpha inside there, because I know it says, right, it's funny enough, you guys are in between the little pass on the back of the thumbnail right there where it says location TBA, and he kind of spoiled that right there in the thumbnail or his background. So really cool stuff. But yeah, guys, welcome onto the show. First time getting a chance to talk to you guys, first time meeting you as well, so appreciate you showing up. And for our audience, from you guys, can you guys do a quick little intro for what you do and what is your relationship to the Rare Evo team? Rand, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm the co-founder of Rare Network and Rare Evo with Wes, who's not on the call. We started this thing back in 2021 and have been through 2 years of events so far, working on our third at Caesars Plus Las Vegas. And Nathan here has been at both of our events, and we, funny enough, live really close by. I'll let Nathan give a little bit of an intro on how we hooked up.
I'm Nathan, or Devryn on Twitter, Discord. I been in Cardano a long time. When these events started popping up in 2022, I went to the first Rare Evo conference, found out that the guys who ran it were from Ohio, and I was like, oh man, you guys live in Ohio? And he's like, yeah, in Cincinnati. And then he was can you hear me?
Yeah.
And then found out we lived 1.5 miles from one another and
Really?
ran into each other
Wow, that's wild.
at the grocery store in the beer aisle.
Hey,
And just struck up a conversation, and he was like, "Yeah, we're looking for some guys to help us, kind of deepen the community, help with NFTs, that sort of thing." And I'm your guy. I'm your guy.
yeah.
Kind of came on right before last year or this year's event, and going full time into it for this 2024 event now.
Awesome. That's so funny that you guys were actually like, who knew? It was meant to be, essentially, right there. That's funny how these
A
things.
mile and a half is wild.
A mile and a half
wild.
away.
That's insane.
Met again in the grocery store in the beer aisle, no joke. I'm like, oh shit, we need to go have a beer and
Yeah.
really
That's
talk.
how you know
Our
it's meant
whole
to be.
team-
It is.
Yeah, our whole team's from Cincinnati.
That's
The
so
other
cool.
two gentlemen not on the call. We also just hired our first intern from the University of Cincinnati. She's the
Nice.
president of the blockchain club. She's going to be the first one to get a certificate of blockchain from the University of Cincinnati. So
That's
Oh, wow.
really
Gotta
pushing
get
forward
that
there.
next
She's great.
generation in.
She's a great hire. We already took her to Advertising Week in New York City. We took her to the Cardano Summit in Dubai. So her
Nice.
internship's been pretty amazing. And who knew you have to pay interns these days? When I was an intern,
Unpaid
back in
intern,
the day,
right?
I
Yeah.
didn't get paid anything. So
That's
Yeah.
a great internship.
Hey, it's blockchain is decentralized out there. People
Yeah.
demand what they're asking for, right, these days. But no, that's awesome, man. Well, it's great to have you guys, like you said, and funny enough that you guys are so close to each other. There, it worked out perfectly. For anybody who is not familiar, maybe with Rare Evo, we talk a lot of NFTs over on the channel, and of course, we covered NFT LV. I was out there. TJ and I were both out there at CNFT Con in 2022. For you guys, how did you guys get involved with, or how did Rare Evo even start? I know from what we were talking about backstage, I know it's progressed over the years and started off maybe from a stake pool. Can you guys maybe give a little background for the listeners?
Absolutely, yeah. Great question. We started off Rare Network, started off as Rare Stake Pool very early on, 2020, late 2020, when there was a network upgrade. Excuse me, we had a little breakdown of our pool, and we weren't able to get it back up and running. Wes is a technical guy. He helps doing healthcare software services integration all over the world. Lived in Singapore, Australia, and done a lot all over the world, but we couldn't get our pool upgraded. There wasn't a lot online tech doc wise to fix it. And I have a live events background. I've done concert production, managed bands, produced my own music festival, done tons of conventions. And I was like, let's go to Bitcoin Miami. That was the biggest event I knew of. Charles was speaking there. There was a Cardano side event. And I was like, we go to this, we're going to find somebody that's going to help us fix our pool. I guarantee it. We really practice what we preach. We believe in live events. They accelerate you on any path in any industry, whether it be learning or networking or deal making or investing or whatever it is you're doing. And we ended up fighting for a couch in front of the bar, as most deals are happening and done in these events. We were fighting for a couch with Epoch Pool, and they're MasterCard principal developers, and they still run our stake pool as a service to this day since 2021. And after having dinner with a lot of other stake pool operators, we decided to do, with our expertise, decided to do what was the first year Rare Bloom. In partnership with Bloom Pool, and then continued on from there. Still good friends with Pay and the guys. They came this year. They had a booth at the event, just with Atrium and Bloom Pool, everything they've going. They've gone their path, and we've kind of gone ours, taking over the event side, where they're more of like the tech focused stack. So that's our start from Rare the Pool into Rare Network, and we like to say we're an event and media company. We also have a YouTube channel, an email list of 30,000. We're doing side events at Consensus or Blockchain Life Dubai and other things like that, and dropping some fun NFT ticketing and member gating this year, token gating stuff to really kind of enhance that, building out the Discord. And we joke, we went to the nation state, the network state event in Amsterdam a few weeks ago, and it's all about building this network state of like-minded digital nomads, and we say that's what we're trying to build in our Discord, of a bunch of like-minded people that like to go to Web3 events, and understanding where's the hotel, where are the after parties, when is everybody flying in and out, stuff like that. What's the best stuff going on. That's kind of what we want to build out in our Discord. We do 6 to 10 live events a year all over the world, so just trying to find all the like-minded people to come party with us. And I see somebody asking when's Rare Evo. Rare Evo this year is Caesars Palace, Las Vegas,
Nice.
August 15th through the 18th in the main ballroom.
Okay.
Really stepping it up. We've already got Microsoft reconfirmed, FedEx reconfirmed.
Amazing.
We're talking to like Oracle. We're talking to Hewlett Packard. We're talking to Deloitte as massive auditors and accounting and things like that. Diageo Liquor Brands, Mattel Gaming. So really looking to be the entire industry space and event for North America. And we think Vegas really helps with that. Caesar's Palace, the name. I mean, all the hangover memes were ready to really
Did Caesar
blow up
live
this
there?
year.
I was going to say, yeah, there's got to be a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had to slip it in one time.
Is it beeper friendly?
Oh man, I was gonna do that later too. You just reminded me of that. That's actually funny. Yeah. Well, no, that's awesome.
Pager friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to bring that up too, because what I feel like for you guys, from like being an outsider looking at it, is that your event space and stuff, it feels like a very professional event. Like it's like, obviously your years of experience show. We have, obviously with CNFT Con and NFT LV, getting started over there as far as the NFT side of things is done. Obviously, they've grown over the last year. But I've always kind of looked at, and I think maybe that's why you guys have attracted a bigger audience outside of that, that you guys have kind of been like one of the ones to really go to. Because it's more, like you said, it's focused not necessarily just on like the NFTs and like small things building. It's focusing on blockchain overall. And you guys are not, like I said, Maxies over here either. You welcome all chains over here, which you referenced over there with VeChain. You see in the background and stuff as well. Was that always kind of the goal with this as you first started? Because I know it was a little more heavily Cardano focused at first, but you guys have obviously branched out.
That's a really good question. I mean, we got early on after we fixed the pool, we got a delegation from Cardano Foundation. It was when ADA was at its peak, like $3, and it was like 14 million ADA. It was like 45 million US dollars in the pool. I can remember like freaking out, refreshing pool, and like, how in the hell is this happening to us?
Yeah.
And we've never taken a dollar out. I've actually gone full time into the business in the past couple weeks, so I won't be able to say that come January. But what we did with that delegation, we rolled over all those rewards from the pool to put down on the venue the first year, and really build it out. And building what we like to say is like a very professional event. We don't want to dog on any specific event out there, but we really pride ourselves on being of a boutique style. We're in the ballroom. We're not in a cement floor, like big open warehouse area. We're using carpeted ballrooms with chandeliers for our main stage, stuff like that. And for our VIP guests, we're giving them hot breakfast with breakfast at like eggs and bacon and tea and muffins and fresh fruit. For lunch this year, we did, your choice of steak or salmon or both. If you wanted to get it, or create your own taco bar. For our industry night party this year, we're shutting down the Caesars Palace pool with all the fountains and statues, live band, all you can eat, open bar for a few hours for our VIP guests. So really setting that high level setting and giving back to the people that attend and purchase a ticket, as well as we want an ROI. We say this all the time. We want an ROI from the general admission ticket holder, the VIP ticket holder, to those purchasing exhibiting booths with us and paying for sponsorships. We want them to walk away from this event of, hey, we really got our way. We met the crowd we wanted to meet. A lot of content creators we just spoke with today, like King Apollo and Python. They met VeChain at our event. They've gone to one UFC fight already, meeting them at our event. They're going to one in Vegas here shortly in December. We're trying to get them hooked up with Caesars Palace to make us some content while they're there for the event. Like, that's the stuff we like to see happen. These games and projects are coming in front of content creators. Content creators are coming to make content. Regular attendees want to meet the teams they're there for, and things like that. And we just want to give a really good spot to facilitate that annually for a party for everybody.
Yeah. One thing I know TJ will probably echo onto this as well is the coverage of these events, right?
Yeah.
When you think of big conferences and stuff, a lot of people can't make it from around the globe, right? But they want to be there. And if you guys really focus on your content creators and different media partners and actually give them access to some of these so there's a lot of high pristine people throughout the blockchain that come to these events. And for content creators to be able to have access to that and showcase that, that and help get the word out. I think it's huge, and I love the way you guys have kind of got this branded. And I do think that other events can also learn from this as well. Like, what's your guys' priority? I even want to say that maybe before this event even reached out, I think you guys may have even shot us a message way back when of like, hey, we're offering like content creators to come out. We want you guys to cover our thing. How have you guys approached the content creator world to kind of showcase this and grow this?
Yeah, I love that. We have like affiliate codes first and foremost, and those that help us, those that are creating content around it, getting the word out there and causing revenue will definitely help. We first start out with some media passes into some VIP passes to join some more of that exclusive side party stuff where there's a cost to it and all the food and beverage, and can up it from there with folks that, you know, with the travel and hotel. It just really depends on what the return on investment is and how much content that's coming out of it. And that's not to say we try to work with every content creator that comes, even on a basic attendee level media pass. We have a full film crew like you see there that you're showing that we send around with like Ashley Decran, our own film crew, to help her get content and stuff like that. So we do a lot of stuff like that. We try to facilitate private interviews. If you're like, hey, I want to try and get a private interview with this speaker or this organization that's going to be there, we're happy to try and make those connections and make that stuff happen. It's just good for every party involved, you know.
Even prior to sitting with you guys, and I remember talking with Tommy and Tom after seeing the event you guys had this year, I was saying, damn, next year I for sure want to go to Rare Evo, like 100%. Just the quality that even the videos and pictures I was seeing just looked really well done and really thought out. So I'm excited to see how this one's going to turn out. I definitely plan on attending this one in Caesar Pass for sure, because I'm pretty pumped about it.
I was going to say that's the problem with all this coverage that they had, is that when you're dumb like us and don't go, then you just see that much more of everything that we're missing out on the whole time.
I think when we got the message too, we're like, damn, we wish we could have gone, but we were just unable to. Like, all of us had something going on that weekend, but we definitely were going to make sure we'd be able to come this time.
Yeah. No,
We'd love
absolutely.
to have you guys out there.
Yeah, it looks like a good time. And also, like, as far as like the networking side of things, that goes it's such a long way. Especially, I love the access that you get in these kind of times, because it you know, when things are great and everybody's you know, we're in the bull market, it does get hard to get access to some of these people, especially when things are busy. So right in this time is the perfect time to be able to do that, and these events make that possible. So also, yeah, big shout out to the content creators focusing on that. We love that. But I'll kind of pivot us a little bit towards maybe why back to the NFT side of things. I do see that you guys have obviously different tickets here. People need to buy these to get into the event. How are you guys kind of approaching this? And also, is this the first time you guys are integrating NFT technology to Rare Evo?
This is the first time. We did do like a perks pass year one as Rare Bloom. That went a little rough. This past year we did some like proof of attendance ones that you could scan a QR code and get, and everything like that. And this year's like our first real shot at integrating it into the event. We got a Catalyst proposal pass working with NMaker and Newcast and NMaker Pay, which is really, really exciting. We're very, very hyped to be doing this. People can buy our NFTs on Cardano with not only ADA, but a credit card, with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with Solana, and with some stable tokens as well. And then they're going to be minted on Cardano through NMaker and their NMaker Pay, which is super exciting. We've got a couple different tiers. We've got general admission tickets, 1,000 of them, with a little gamified chance for Vegas here. They're $200 to purchase a GA ticket. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the images. Filming it handy for the first time ever. This is mind-blowing. You guys are amazing. There's only 1,000 available, and 10% chance to upgrade to a VIP, which is a $600 value. And we kind of touched on what we give all our VIPs. Like, the only thing I didn't mention on is custom lanyards. We've got a VIP hangout area and refreshment area by the main stage, and expedited check-in for VIPs as well around all the GAs. So lots of room to flex on everybody while they're waiting in the GA line and everything like that. While they're crammed around the main stage, you can be hanging out with refreshments in the lounge area right by there. So lots of room to flex. And then we can get into the VIPs from there. That's where the gamification really kicks in, and what we're really going to support year round and time after time. Those are starting at $600, and when the mint ends, they'll be $800. And we're really gamifying these. There's going to be just a regular VIP ticket, which is everything you already get, we discussed. Then we have a VIP plus. So this is like entry to the nightclub, entry to the Bacchanal buffet, the famous buffet at Caesar's Palace.
Wow.
You know, a ride on the Ferris wheel, which is 30 minutes all you can drink overlooking the strip, a ride on the
That's
zip line.
sick.
Yeah, entry to a comedy show, you know, Omnia nightclub, where we're gonna have, you know, there's amazing DJs playing there every single night of the week to pick through. So all of that could be a potentially, you know, for the VIP Plus, you'll get one of those perks in the metadata attached to your ticket.
Yeah.
And then we have
we're treating them like rarities on any NFT.
Yeah.
A fun mint experience, have fun doing it. The thrill of minting, and did I get what I wanted? And you can trade it with your friends. It's going to be a really fun gamified experience.
Yeah,
Right.
we think it'll be really fun. So, like, you know, if TJ wins the nightclub entry, you know, Tommy and Tom got to now get on the secondary market and get you some nightclub entry.
There you go.
TJ's going to go rage with or without you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, rock face that.
Exactly. Exactly. So we think, and some people want to go to the buffet, some people want to go to the comedy show, or they might want to ride the Ferris wheel, or they've never done a zip line before down the strip. So you never know what people are going to want to do.
I was gonna say the
Yeah.
zip line sounds pretty
That,
awesome.
that does sound sweet.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool right outside the links. And then, you know, on top of that, there's even more from here. We've got like a high roller pass. So there's going to be 5 high roller passes that go out where you win everything included. You're getting the zip line, the Ferris wheel,
Nice.
the buffet, you're going in the nightclub, you're going to see a show. I'm going to love somebody try and do all of that and not kill themselves in the weekend.
Need an extra few days of hotels and stuff just so they can knock it all out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's really fun, and that's just like part of the experience that Caesars can help us with. You know, we've been talking with a few brands about a lot of fun things, and being able to work with the Omnia nightclub and, you know, their famous buffet and a whole bunch of, you know, fun exhibits based around. They have like an additional 6 casino properties right on the strip right there that we can use stuff anywhere. So it's been a really great partnership, and it's really helped us take everything to the next level as we want to be that North American must-hit event for the year for the entire industry.
I love the ambition. I love the reach. We just don't expect that always, you know, when it's just like, oh, it's like an NFT event or a Cardano event. So to see where you're really trying to bring it, how inclusive with so many different communities is awesome.
Yeah, Fortune 50
it's so exciting.
A lot of layer ones and like a lot of little projects. I guess we can announce today Disco Solaris bought a 20 by 20 booth, not a 10 by 10, not a 10 by 20, a 20 by 20. They're very ambitious in their booth build out. This year's going to be very exciting. I think everybody knows, not financial advice, but markets are looking really good. I've been calling it since the beginning of 2023, so it's just playing out for me and my group. And honestly, like, you know, we've been in this game for a long time since we started planning this last bull market and worked through 2 events in a bear market, and we're excited to do one in a bull market. We got our door getting knocked down. This is my 13th meeting for the day.
Wow.
Our 10 meetings lined up tomorrow.
Good for you.
You know, we're ready to crush it. Like there's no stopping it this year. We're selling out Caesar's Palace.
That's awesome, man. Well, big ups to you guys, and I love that you guys are kind of gamifying in a true like fashion for NFTs to kind of take that back from maybe anybody who like, or myself as well, to kind of, when I see these upgrades over here. So the base pass or base NFT, the 1,000 of them, they're going to be $200. Now, when you have that 200, once you mint one of these, you have a 10% chance. Does that mean that there's a 10% chance to pull one of those VIP upgrades? From there?
It'll be a VIP ticket that you actually minted for $200. And I really want to stress, this isn't financial advice. This helps us get liquidity early as an event if people do this and mint with us. You know, most people, like, you know, buy concert tickets, event tickets like this within a month or 2, sometimes weeks, plan their hotels and stuff. So helping us get this liquidity early really helps us. If you have the event, it's going to be $600 GA to get in. If you give us $200 liquidity today and somebody wants to go on secondary market and buy it off you for $400 or wherever the heck you land in between there, that's on you guys. We appreciate the liquidity earlier. That's kind of our gift to the folks that want to be liquidity providers to a project that we think actually provides a real base value as a ticket to a live event. It's definitely not worth $0 until the event's over, and we'll try and bring utility for after that, but that's maybe for a talk at another time. Maybe some other partners coming on board for drops and things like that. And to speak to the VIP ticket, it's $600 to $800 to mint. Those will be $1,200 to $1,400 day of the event.
The same kind of concept. Yeah.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Tons of room in there.
There's that little Degen, right? Like a little bit people want to mint for $200, but there's a chance you may be able to get a $600 ticket in there with that upgrade.
And worst case scenario, you still have a ticket to the event. There's no speculation or maybe some staking, maybe 2 years down the road, it's a ticket to the event.
Yeah. Well, and we're guaranteeing if you hold it, like discounts on 2025 and other fun stuff along the way. We do throw side events throughout the year at different events and things like that. So we're definitely looking to give utility to them throughout the year.
I was going to ask too about that because it's an NFT. If you have a VIP NFT, essentially, are you allowed to use that for the next event in 2025 as VIP?
There will be a discount associated with that, and we plan to do like annual passes basically as an NFT.
Okay.
You know, we're also not financial advice at all, but you know, we're looking at rewards tokens and how we can do fun things like that and actually give value and utility to a token and use case with merch and ticket purchasing and stuff like that. But it's a long way out. I don't expect that to happen this year, but you know, people who hold our NFTs in their wallet, no, not financial advice. My lawyer will cut off the stream if I go too long.
We have a disclaimer on our channel, so it's not NFA, it's NFAFA. It's not financial advice, it's fun advice for everybody over there. We've branded that way back when, so we just hit them with an afafa over there, and you're all good. It's
baseline. It's a ticket to the event, and you're going to get the value out of coming and networking and partying.
There you go.
Happen to have to miss the event and sell your ticket, I'm sure you'll find quite a use.
Okay.
And even if you go to either the last slide or the one right before, it's actually a raffle too. We're doing a snapshot in mid-spring, I guess. We don't really know the date. We don't want to announce that. We're doing a raffle, and you'll be airdropped NFTs that correspond to a main stage speech, a 10x20 booth, a 10x10 booth, a breakout session. All the stuff listed here, up to a $50,000 value for all these, travel and lodging for the event, all sorts of fun stuff.
Wow.
So when a community goes and mints this out and say they're a fan of a project, and maybe it's a brand new project and they win a 10x10 booth, they can give it to the founders, sell it to the founders at a discounted price as a way for this project that they're emotionally invested in to get a chance to showcase all the fun stuff that they're going to do.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's you hear about that. Especially a lot of projects sometimes financially they would love to be there, but it doesn't make sense for them. They're trying to save down. You know, the market's tough right now. That's an awesome perk to be able to have, especially maybe you're a community member, or like you said, maybe a mod or whoever, a founder actually entered it and won it. Amazing. I love that. For you guys too, for the NFTs too, for a $200 purchase to baseline, there's only 1,000 of these things, right? So as long as you're holding that NFT, somebody can buy and sell that. That's all it is, transferring the ticket, right? Which is a great way to kind of incentivize why the need for NFT technology is great, and you know, for event spaces too. Because later down the line, say you I really wanted to go, but I need to transfer it last minute. Hey, I make a quick sale on the secondary, somebody picks it up, and boom, they're at the event. They're down the street and they can easily go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'll give you a good example of some partnerships that may or may not happen. I'll give you a past example. This is last year.
Okay.
Book.io sponsored our VIP passes and even some of our GA passes. And the book that you got on your pass from buying our ticket basically would have paid for your GA ticket if you sold it right away.
Oh, wow.
You could have sold it at the event, and it would have gained you more ADA than you would have paid for the ticket itself.
That's sick.
That is really crazy.
Just for us, we're working on,
and that may or may not be happening for 2024.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Interesting. Yeah.
One thing I would say is the professionalism that you guys are already showing now. You're already planning and marketing now for 9-8 months from now. That's how it honestly should be done, and I respect you guys for doing that. Good job on doing that as well.
Well, it helps the projects plan and budget and worry about travel and who are they going to get to work the event and transporting printed material, whatever, all that logistics stuff. It helps them, it helps us. It's just better all around.
Gives people time to save up, even just that want to attend. If they want to go for some of those bigger tickets, they really enjoy it and want to go all out, it gives you some time to maybe save up a little bit extra money, or just plan that out, like you said, more. Just be ready for it and organized.
Yeah,
That's an excellent point. I always say when we're having meetings, it's no open sale. It's just to get us on your radar for next year's budget. You know, it's okay if you need to get to Q1, Q2 before you start spending for the middle of next year. Like, totally understand that. You know,
Absolutely. Well, I think the last slide over here too, we mentioned you have some giveaways as well. What are these? Just in addition to the raffles? All right, so these are for the VIP members.
Yeah, those are the VIP giveaway. That's part of the $50,000 in prizes right there. Cool. We're also going to have a burner giveaway. So if this all wasn't enough, if you hold a VIP NFT and also purchase and burn another one, there's going to be a special burner party, special burner merch, special painting, one-of-one painting given away. All the artwork was done by Brendan O'Connell. He painted a painting live at the event. They call him the Warhol of Walmart. He's done Colbert Report, he's done TED Talks. His paintings actually have some pretty high value in the traditional art world. He's an amazing guy. He's been to the event both years and supported us since we started. So we're using his artwork for lanyards and stuff like that, and giving the painting away to those that burn, as well as a lifetime pass and travel and lodging and some few other things in the burner giveaway. So really gamifying it for the customers that have been with us for 2 years and are willing to purchase 2 VIP tickets and burn one. We're definitely going to make sure that they get the value out of that and they're recognized. It's just kind of another way to really recognize those that want to get back to the cause.
Love that.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. For the max supply on this, I know we meant there's 1,000 of the general admission. What is the total supply with VIP included?
There's only 444 VIP available to be minted, and the 100 extra that will come out of GA.
Okay.
We're going to actually mint like a few more for us to give away and as souvenirs for our team and stuff like that. But it'll be 444 available supply. All of this could be purchased on our website. We made an F35 coupon code. People can go buy a $200 GA ticket right now using F35 to get even a little bit of discount, 5% off right there, which helps
there we go.
5% off the VIPs as well from that $600 using F35. It's already out there ready to fire, and they can guarantee themselves that they get a ticket.
I'll be plugging that every time.
When the mint opens January 15th, they're guaranteed in there. So
that's awesome.
I love that.
So cool.
What was the discount percent for those for people who used codes on those?
F35.
Oh, and a percentage as well.
I think he said 5, right?
5. Okay, 5%
sorry.
Off. 5. It works.
Off.
Yeah. We just hear Freedom 35. 5. That's why I was just replaying it back in my head. Okay. Yeah.
No, you're good. I love it. I want the crowd to hear.
That's good. We really appreciate that. That's awesome over there. So once the tickets, any timeline on this mint? I know maybe you guys haven't announced that yet. Is that happening?
Mid-January.
Mid-January. Okay.
January. We have almost everything worked out. It's just coordinating with all 3 businesses. Obviously, Endmaker and Newcast, they did some tickets for Cardano Foundation and some of the Summit side events. Like, they're experts in the field. It's just like getting all the artwork and gamification right, and last minute checks and balances. We have a weekly stand-up meeting with every party involved to make sure things are going to flow well. And we could probably do it sooner, but let everybody get through the holidays, spend some money on their family. If they got the money to blow, they can make sure they're guaranteed in the mint right now on the website. And January 15th is plenty of time for us to do a lot of marketing as well.
Is there a maximum occupancy at the Caesars Palace, or are you just making it exclusive with the number of the 1,000 and the 540?
We will be selling tickets on top. They won't be getting the NFT perks.
Got it. Okay.
We'll still selling VIP tickets on top of that. We can hold thousands of people.
Okay.
If we really want to at the event. There is going to be a hard cap on VIPs just for the size of the VIP area in the expo hall and the party we want to do.
Sure.
And things like that. And the reason we've capped the VIP NFTs is for the burner event. If we want to do a super exclusive burner party, we can't have 500 burner NFTs. It's got to be able to burn down to an amount where we can have a really exclusive time and do something really off the walls, over the top for those that support and do that. So that's kind of where the limit goes on the VIPs.
That's exciting.
Oh, absolutely, man. This is I love it. I love how you guys are, like you said, a VIP is actually like there's a lot of incentive there. I know in the past, like I said, if you're asking for $600, like what does that come with? I love all the perks that you guys just mentioned over here. Plus the chance to win additional stuff really goes a long way with people, and it appeals to like the NFT culture, which I think I'm glad that you guys are kind of going that route with it. Because it's one thing just to sell tickets as NFTs, it's another thing to kind of like cater to that medium and really kind of experiment in a sense to see how where it can go.
We're just one of you guys. We're not sitting on some mountaintop somewhere. We're just Cardano community members who love the community and want to give back and throw this event and give a place to showcase whether you're a brand new NFT project or a DEX or a dev or a Layer 1 or a Fortune 50 company. It doesn't matter. Rare Evo is the place for all of you.
I love that.
I love that you guys even last year reached out to us like as content creators to kind of invite us over there, but the fact that you've reached out to us again is kind of get us to talk about it. I think that's smart marketing, honestly. Reach out to all the content creators, big and small, and just kind of go on or just tell them about what's going on next year, just to have us talk about it. I think that's a great idea. You guys did really good with that.
Word of mouth, man. That's how
exactly best form marketing.
And the more we can work with content creator codes like an affiliate marketing out and have real data for us all to look at and go, hey, this is the revenue you've driven us, like this is how we can give back to you and why, you know what I mean, and the level we can get back instead of just like throwing fake numbers out the wall. I'll tell you, the first year we had a content creator I'm not going to name that told me they needed like $10,000 spending cash in a table.
I already know who you're talking about.
Nightclub and all types of wild stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, like that's never, this is just completely unrealistic. We have to like set realistic expectations for everybody. And I think it's worked really well. To O-Side's comment there, I haven't been to their poker room in a decade. We had a lot of poker content creators out, work with Decentral Games. You know, Joey Ingram, one of the largest poker commentators right now, just did the $1 million cash game at Hustler Casino. We had St. Jude's out and did a dunk tank for charity and successfully raised $1,000. This year we're working on a charity poker tournament. We just had a meeting with, if you know the Poker Go, they have a Poker Go studio in the Aria, possibly using that for a charity tournament that only holds about 80 players, and another 80 people can be like drinking and fans of the players around. So Joe's helping us work on that, plus a few others. So really working on that for Sunday and doing something fun, a Web3 charity poker tournament to give back to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
That's great. So.
Absolutely, man. Well, another thing over in there is from Quarter Water. How is the expo hall filling up, or his prices seem fair so far? How are you guys doing right now with orders?
We're crushing. Things are moving quick.
Nice.
People are taking advantage of the deals. Like right now, we're running $2,500 for a 10x10 booth with 3 exhibitor passes that you get in with that. It's like an absolute deal when it comes to the industry night party. And the booth and everything you get with that. That goes up to $3,500 the first of the year, and it'll be $5,000 as we sell through our inventory towards the event. So lots of incentive there to book early, bigger sponsors and things like that. Like I said, Disco Solaris already bought a 20x20 booth today, which is sooner than we saw any 20x20 booth sell last year going into August of this year. So things are picking up. There's a lot of hype. We're having talks with way more Fortune 50 and 500 companies than we were last year. Politicians, you know, like I said, with this bull market happening right now, there's so much hype going on and marketing budgets are coming back and people are really looking at, okay, what's our budget next year? Where are we going? What's the premier event? And I think we've really built ourselves out with our past history and the move to Las Vegas. We are really something, you know, going to the Cardano Summit in Dubai and being in Amsterdam for a break point and things like that. When you say Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, people get that brand. Like, you know, when we were in Denver, Colorado at the Gaylord, it didn't slap as hard. And now we slap as hard as we can. Like in North America, there's no better hospitality. The flights are cheap. We have a room block where it's $199 a night for a hotel room in Caesar's Palace over the weekend, where it's normally like $300 to $500 a night, depending on what weekend it is. So, you know, providing a lot of value there. And really the move to Vegas helps us as well. So just doing the right thing, we hope.
Tommy's already buying his Allen outfit. He's gonna get the satchel, the wolf shirt. He's gonna get ready to go for next year.
Pack on a few more pounds, right?
Natural,
I hope you guys are ready to let the dogs out. All right.
And all you community members.
What'd you just say?
All you communities out there, if you want your project to go to this, tell them to DM our Twitter account, DM me at Devryn. Let's get the deal going. I mean, we say it cuts off at the end of the year. Nothing's ever etched in stone. We can always work something out if you got to worry about some marketing sense, but get them to save some money. Let them get out there, get some fresh eyes on their project from multiple chains, multiple communities, content creators. It's a partnership year round with us. It's not just 3 days of the event. I mean, we'll be doing podcasts with projects throughout the year, email blasts, all sorts of things, Twitter spaces. It's a true partnership, a year-long partnership.
Absolutely.
It makes it really fun, man. People are meeting people from different communities and cross-pollinating ideas, like the content creators getting a deal with VeChain and you know, different projects getting coverage from different content creators in the space and things like that. And I just think overall the ideas and this year's vibe was so much better being multi-chain and having all these different communities mixed. Like, yes, you had your friend group from your community and you guys were mobbed as an NFT group, whether it was Ape Society or Sappy Seals or other, but you were mobbing into other groups of like-minded individuals and making like mass friends at one time. Like, people could not stop talking to each other at the after parties. Like, nobody cared about what the show was on the live stage because people were just ingrained, drinking in groups, talking, getting together, and that vibe was just, you know, it was amazing to happen. You know, we just want to foster even more of that, bring in even more groups, and year after year it grows. We look back and, you know, oh, last year was, you know, so small and very inclusive, and look at how much it's grown. It just keeps growing year after year. It's wild.
Yeah, no, and like I said, it attracts, when you get those kind of people who are, you know, knowledgeable in all sorts of things, on top of the marketing that allows you to get access to these groups of people, whether you're a small content creator or just an average community member, I think they go such a long way, because I think you guys summed it up well on your website, where you guys talk about, you know, if anything, you guys want to walk away having learned something and have met somebody. So I love the fact that you guys are able to kind of cultivate people and actually, like I said, host a space where people want to be. At the end of the day, that's the biggest thing, because it's great that we have all these profile pictures, we chat online, we do these spaces, but it's a whole nother world when you get a chance to meet face to face with people. It really goes a long way, and can really attest to that. So
we are social animals.
Yeah, right. At the end of the day, you do got to get behind. There's life out there, what's that behind that computer, or the touch grass, as you say. But really, really cool stuff, though, guys. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of shout that out. Beyond that, if say anybody misses the NFT mint that's coming up here sometime in January of next year, there will be regular just passes that they can buy continued up into the event over on the website as well. I wondered, what's the difference between the NFTs versus the actual general admission or VIP passes you buy after?
You just get a QR code like any other sort of Web2 ticket purchase.
Okay.
So you can't flex those.
Ticket use, you can't really flex them as well, and like ticket use at the event, there's no real difference. Like, if you buy a VIP ticket to our event as an NFT or just off our website after the NFTs been out, you still get the lunch and the industry party and the merch and all the fun stuff that comes with it. You just missed out on all the added perks on any of the future airdrops or airdrops that even happen before the event,
right?
That are planned and things like that. Like, you're just missing out on the added gamification. But, you know, one of the things is we're trying to onboard a lot of new people to the industry, so not everybody knows about NFTs. They can always come to the website and just buy a ticket there and get involved as they learn about it at the event itself.
Now, is the plan to move Rare Evo every year to somewhere different?
Yes and no. We are like a media and events company first. We want to do some events around. We do like Las Vegas and want to stay there and be the North American industry event for a while. That's not to say we'll stay there forever, but we are already negotiating 2025 with venues in Las Vegas. Might not even be Caesar's Palace, might be Caesar's Palace, might get better. You never know what we're planning on doing. So most conventions plan 3 to 5 years out, and now that we're, you know, on our third year and really pushing it, we're able to kind of start thinking further and further out and having all that stuff ready for our exhibitors and sponsors to do multi-year deals and understand where we're going to be and what our growth trajectory is going to look like. We get a lot more clarity doing that and savings on our end, booking multiple years. So
Sure.
I know that too also helps out for different projects and founders, right? If they get that consistency, like, hey, we did this event last year. These are some things we learned from it that we definitely would change up the following. So if you guys do have that consistent base, not only does the event get bigger, but also the projects and their quality also go up as well, which in turn helps grow that.
Plus, some projects we let know early. Yeah, some projects we let know early. I think like Hosky and a few key projects got, storage lockers in Vegas to just store in the booth until next year after FTXLV. So that'll be, strategic stuff for a few of these groups to just go ahead and store your stuff year after year.
That haven't paid twice transport. That's really smart.
Exactly. The main event we plan on keeping there for the foreseeable future.
Vegas works really well for both attendees, exhibitors. Flights are usually cheaper. There's more direct flights. That's why so many conferences and events are in Vegas. It works well all around.
It's a nice quick hit. That's the first time I've been out there was because of the other conference before that, and I don't know that I'd stay there much longer than the event itself. But it is a good time when you're out there. So I'll have a tough decision to make because I do believe you guys are going to be like right before my brother's getting married in next year. So it's like the week right before it. So I'm gonna have to do some extra special talking over to the wife this year to make that happen back-to-back weekends.
Save up those days off. That's it.
Yeah. PTO time over here for us. But I would love to get a chance to come out and actually do the event this year or next year.
So appreciate it, guys. It was great to be on here, and we'd love to have you at the event.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I think as we kind of wrap it up over there, if there's any last minute questions or anything for Rand or Devryn on this, please drop them over into the comment section. I mean, for you guys too, what gets you most excited about this, or what are you most looking forward to going into next year?
Meeting all the new people, like it's just so much fun to throw the party. We get so little sleep. We stay up till 4 a.m. raging, even if it's playing poker in the presidential suite with like a few of our exhibitors and content creators or whatever it is. Like it's just talking and partying with everybody for 72 to 90 hours straight and running off of like maybe 3 hours of sleep each night. I don't know how the hell we do it. I always say like I'm tired as hell when we're done, but I get home for a week and I'm ready to start planning again sometimes. So I don't know. Nathan, what do you say?
I love meeting everyone. We talk to people in Twitter Spaces, and sometimes we get to see each other on YouTube or whatnot. But most of the time, we're hiding behind PFPs on Discord or Twitter. It's so much fun meeting people in real life, realizing that most of these people are kind of the same as they are on Twitter and everything. But just that interaction, getting to shake hands and meet people and hanging out and having a beer or smoke, depending on where you're at and what you decide to partake in. But just hanging out and networking and making new connections with people. There's always new people you run into.
Oh, yeah.
I think have more genuine conversation, not even have to pertain to NFTs or blockchain, just a personal conversation with who you're meeting in front of you.
The best connections and sales we make, it's like, oh, you work for Oracle or whatever. All right, well, we're going to continue to drink at this after party and just chit chat and bullshit. I'll email you Monday about how I want you to come to our event. But like, let's just be friends for a bit.
Let's just hang out. Let's just chill.
Yeah, and then we'll see if we work together from there. You know what I mean? And that's how some of the largest deals are honestly done on the expo floor and happy hour and just hanging out with folks.
Most business is relationship based at the end of the day. People want to work with who they like. That's kind of how it is. So yeah, it's an excellent opportunity to get a chance to meet people, find out who they actually are. So like you said, shake hands, and like you said, just kick back and so for a lot of people, I think too, they don't have this kind of release at home where you can chat to your wife, to your kids, to this passion that a lot of people have, or so they just don't understand it. So when you're in a group, an environment where people do, it really is. Conversation flows so easily.
We've all had that experience where we were trying to tell people about crypto and NFTs, and the eyes start to glaze over. And you mean Bitcoin? And that's
Exactly.
always what they would say. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's fun nerding
Absolutely.
out with like-minded people all the time.
Absolutely. Speaking of like-minded people over there, shout out to Bad Financial Advice, Bo and Duder over in the chat. I saw them. I saw their interview with you guys as well over on their show, and they're continuing to grow. So awesome to see content creators and different people. Yeah, huge shout out to them.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Love them.
Yeah. Crypto Hands, I'm in the same boat with you. I think TJ maybe as well. I got to ask permission from the wife to head out next year.
Hey, remember last year when I didn't go somewhere? This year, I think I'm gonna go here. Is that cool? All right, bye.
Yep. The beauty of it is we can go back and show them the video.
Man.
I know. I need
The
to.
mall and
Bring her
Caesar's
with
Palace
you.
is
Honey, you
dangerous,
stay
dude.
home.
The pool-
Yeah.
The pool.
The pool
That's
parties.
true.
I've seen those. I've seen videos of that, man. That's a dangerous place to be without the wife, actually.
Just bring out all the kids, TJ.
Yeah, right.
And everything, yeah.
Oh, my gosh,
man.
they'll tear through Teeter's palace. They'll break everything in the room.
So you can watch the video, just don't watch back on this part right here where we talk about the pool party. No pool party. Hey, we're just hanging out 9 p.m. You know, no part, nothing. Not we go to bed. You know, but no, that's awesome. But yeah, we really appreciate you guys filling us in on this. I think I kind of had an idea of what, you know, just okay, we're selling tickets and things like this, but the depth that you guys have behind it, the perks, and just the thought process for really growing the event. Really kind of opened our eyes to what you guys do and kind of reaffirmed our feeling that you guys are the, you know, that premier event and up and coming one that people need to be at. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Much appreciated. And for those listening out there at 35, support the content creators you watch.
appreciate it. Absolutely. Well, I think
And use our discount code F35. You get 5% off the ticket.
35, 5%
Yeah.
off.
Well, we'll definitely make sure to plug that a few times. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a banner for that, too.
5%.
Yeah. Hey, it's maybe financial, but it's fun at the same time. But yeah, I think with that, we'll go ahead and get ready to start pivoting over to the other side. So Rand, I don't know if you're going to hang out with us for that. I know Devryn wants to, he's on the task council over here.
Baby, you know me and
I'm of no help there. I love
Hours
Taz,
every day.
but Nathan is the expert. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely grab a tea though and be watching for sure.
Absolutely. Well, Rand, we appreciate it. If there anybody's looking to get in touch with you or learn more about Rare Evo, where can they head to?
At Randcorp _ETH on Twitter. Hit our DMs at Rare Evo anytime. We've got a Calendly link. If anybody wants a meeting with us about anything, slap the Calendly link right in our info there. We're always going to meet. Like I said, I'm cranking out 10 meetings a day. We're here to talk and see what we can make happen with anybody about anything. That's why we're the Rare Network.
Yeah.
So hop in those DMs, and then we're always trying to start our own network state of like-minded people that love to travel to live events. So get in our Discord. Doesn't matter if it's our event, if you're going to Denver, if you're going to blockchain, DC blockchain week, if you're going to Consensus, if you're going to, Amsterdam for, breakout or, whatever it is, we're all out there. We want to talk with you. Where are you staying? What's the hotels we should be at? What are the after parties we should all be at? Who are the sponsors and speakers you're looking to meet up with? We're in there talking the same all day. We're just a degenerate group of carnival travelers in this digital media space. That's how I like to put it. So
I love that.
just trying to find
Much more
like-minded
fun
folks
with
to party with.
friends.
You're better than
Yeah.
travel agents.
Much more fun with friends.
100%. Well, Rand, we appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. It's great to catch up with you, and I'm sure we'll talk here again. And good luck with you guys if we do not talk before then.
Before then, yeah.
Peace, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Take
Take
care.
it easy.
All right.
All right,
With it.
Nathan, welcome back to the Degen Hour, as we call it over
It's good
here.
to be
It's been a
here.
while over on F35, where we haven't really pivoted too much these past few weeks. There really hasn't been too much on the NFT side to really dive into. But
We
Ape
talked a
Society
lot
always-
last show. I don't know if you were there or not, but
Yeah.
we talked
Yeah.
quite a bit about some stuff.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
If I'm not at the live show, I at least watch the recording.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, we
cool.
appreciate it. Yeah, we try to give you guys some timestamps to keep it easy because it's definitely long format. It's hard to listen through. But yeah, no, we wanted to. We were going to talk a little bit about Ape Society because I know when I was out this past week, we were kind of like grabbing for some topics, and Ape Society had just announced this last week about their Renaissance Part 2 over here,
Yes.
which they keep teasing this stuff, man. And I always wonder, I'm like, what can they do next? Like, what do they got up their sleeve? And then they drop some stuff like this, and it's just like, all right, here we go again. And the gamified aspect for them is always interesting to me, like how you can gamify their ecosystem, because what started as those nice little 8 PFPs have grown into this whole DeFi. They call it the Web3 Country Club, right?
Yeah. It's the gamified DeFi they come up with. That's why I like to call it gamified DeFi. With DeFi where you click buttons. It just amazes me, the innovation sometimes.
So far out, they had this plan too. The amount of layers they had to it. I'm sure some of this that came up with it, where they could add in more as they went along. But the just that way they had the foresight of like what they were doing.
Listening to the community too.
Yeah, absolutely.
The non-landmark cabins. The what's the use of holding more than one CODIS passport? What's all this furniture going to be used for? I just want to not sell it on a marketplace. And now they found uses for all of that in a fun, cool way, and it's obviously working. I don't know if you've gone to JPEG store and looked at the 7-day homepage there.
100%. It's all tasks up there.
It's definitely working. What they're doing.
Absolutely. Well, now their ecosystem. Now you have not only it's one thing when a project mints an NFT, then they mint the token for it, and it's like, well, what am I using this token for? What can I actually do with it? What can I do with these cabins? What can I do with this CODIS? What can I do with this furniture? And when everything starts to be able to talk to each other, I think that's where you're starting to see, the volume and the interest peak back up, because you don't necessarily need an ape to participate in this. You don't need a CODIS to participate in this. If you own the ape, if you have a cabin, great. If it's in a non-thing, great. Now maybe you can upgrade it to a building over here. And that was the interesting part to me, was kind of how they gamified their it's in a way it's like staking, but it's also not, because you're also earning. And from the task council, I don't know what that necessarily means to me. So what is like what's the task council do, I guess?
So Ape Society has a DAO. It's community run. Its main mandate is to fund community endeavors that expand the brand and maybe bring back some revenue to the DAO council, but basically just to fund community-driven initiatives.
Okay.
Every quarter, 9 apes are elected to the council, and they maintain the multi-sig wallet to fund these things. Worry about the legal wrapper, because the DAO is actually an LLC in the Marshall Islands. We're a real business with a tax number and all that real stuff that comes with that.
All the adult things.
Yeah, all the adult things.
All the grown-ups.
Yeah.
And making sure that no proposals go against our legal obligations. We can't, because we're a nonprofit, we can't just accept a proposal to disperse all the society to ape holders or something like that. It doesn't work like that. We can give bounties for stuff to build in the ecosystem, and you may win society for that, but we just can't be like, oh, hey, here, go.
Yeah. So, it sounds like you're very much in the inner workings of what's going on. You're in the know of what everybody's building, what everybody's doing behind some of that behind the scenes stuff. With cabins over here, though, it's something where I wasn't really sure where they were going to go. I was always interested in where like the furniture kind of side of things works. But this gamified aspect for cabins, essentially, they're eliminating, like, cabins become deflationary at this point, right? And with that being with a thing, you have to actually also, I guess, is furniture technically deflationary as well? In that sense, where you have to burn
the cabin and the furniture in order to build the building.
I gotcha. So, and those cabins get replaced, like you said here, by these buildings that you also see over on. Actually, buildings are not up there. That's the one thing that you get in there. That's because most people aren't selling these yet.
No, they're not.
So, and they've got a very high floor price actually as well. I love this question. I don't know if you know the answer to this. Who did the 3D artwork for this?
They have a art studio that does all of their art. So the cabins were done by the same people, the CODIS passport.
Okay.
They work with a branding expert, make sure it's all on brand, but they have a 3D artist that takes care of it. If you see like the furniture and all that stuff has that kind of twisty 3D style with it. Yeah. So it's all kind of on brand, and the same art studio does all of it.
No, I was just always curious about that. So yeah, back to the actual game itself. So there's 6 different buildings that you're able to build over here, from what I understand, and each one of them serves a different purpose. But the whole point of it is that all different types of things integrate into the ecosystem. Whether you're a CODIS holder, you have, like you said, you have to hire employees to basically maximize the society that your building is earning, right? And you get to actually be a company owner, as they call it, where you're building and you're naming your company over on the blockchain. What was your kind of, I mean, your guys, TJ and Tom too, like the initial reaction to how what this was when you first saw it?
Honestly, we were looking at it on some of it on Wednesday, weren't we, TJ? We were looking at one of the announcements, and we're like, we're gonna save this. We want to talk
because we didn't know much about it yet.
So we're like, this, we already had this going, so we're like, oh, this would be perfect with that announcement coming out. But yeah, I mean, just we keep seeing it happen. Honestly, it's not like surprising. It's awesome what they're doing, and it's impressive. But it's just one of those things where it's like they've done it again. People, like you said, look at JPEG Store. Everyone's all excited again. And everyone keeps saying, they're not done. It wasn't just that last bump. And here they are again.
You definitely tell they're very strategic with how they come out with stuff. They always keep everything very close to the chest until it comes out, right? And I actually really like that about them, because when it comes out, people are at first even a bunch of crap, like, oh my gosh, something else from them. And then they realize, wow, this is actually really cool, the stuff that's involved with this. So I actually like this now. But always at first, I feel like they always get a tough time when something comes out until they figure out how it works and how it works together. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But so I always know it's going to be great.
My favorite part about that too, real quick, was the as we were talking about CODIS, was somebody tweeted, "What's the utility? Are these a rug?" Like talking about the CODIS passes.
That's what I'm saying. It was the crap,
right before that happened, right, and then it was like a 3-4x later in that day.
Exactly.
And love or hate tasks or whatever project you're in, I'm always a big fan of letting the market decide. Let the community decide if this is a good thing or not. And I mean, they decided.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, you saw obviously the CODIS passports holding more. Why 10,000 of them? Well, you said the deflationary aspect of it. You have to basically, it's like your employee, your obviously your passport to get into wherever it is. And it's interesting to me where you have to pay. You have to join companies with competitive pay rates. So it's like kind of like giving you like a little business experience a little bit in a weird way. Kind of like making you figure it out on your own. Work with different strategies. Like I said, the gamification of it. The furniture is an interesting concept too, where you make it more attractive. It also is another thing to actually burn and upgrade to make certain different buildings with different combinations of these different furnitures that you own. And also craftsmen too, the lowest role inside the society itself, plays a huge part in this.
They're making a killing crafting furniture right now. I don't know what the volume's at.
I am curious. Are they gonna touch on the game itself on Steam? Is that gonna come into play here soon?
So, what game?
You're talking about I think that's
the actual
Caveira.
I'm not talking this game. Yeah, the actual game on Steam that you can play.
That's a community game. So we.
Oh, okay.
So we have Caveira that's being built by the community, and the Amphitheater, which is like a PvP kind of battle royale style game that's also being built by the community.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was community built, honestly.
Yeah, completely community built.
That's cool.
By the team at all.
Oh, I saw a tweet out there from them as well about the royalties and stuff between all the different furniture, how it's split between the different holders, and how it goes back to them as well. It's super interesting. Like I said, giving back to them. We see kind of, Dirtbirds did that recently with the outpost of like this like secondary royalties, but it's that kind of same concept too, in their own unique way.
Yeah, the merchant class gets 4% or 40% of the royalties from the furniture.
Okay, is it really? Yeah, no, I did see that actually as well. I think Rez used to have a merchant over here. So I haven't really messed around with the website, to be honest with you. This is the first time I'm looking at it right now. But different, so the essential, you want to build a building right now and fortify, or not fortify, I'm used to saying fortify from Dirtbirds. You want to hire 5 different employees essentially to fill up and maximize the rewards, right? Like these, this pays society for owning one of these over an 18-month emission kind of period. The way I was reading it through the Discord, I want to say that, I have this little chart right here where it kind of pays it out over time, but it's all based on the SLVD rating, which if you're on like your cabins, right, they have like that little letter inside of this. So depending on how many employees you have, you get a percentage that allocates to whatever this is over 18 months, if I'm reading that right.
The 18-month number was never, I don't think, officially given. It was just tasks and those guys with the spreadsheets. So they figured out that it was going to be roughly around 18 months for it to be all fully distributed.
Okay. So yeah, so if you were holding like an SLVD rating A over that roughly 18-ish months, it would collect up to 20,000 society per one building, assuming that you had all 5 employees on it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, there's still an opportunity though for people who don't have the high A rating. That's not too much of a difference
between A and Z on there.
Yeah.
You see what Resin said too? He is the military officer, and he's stole a bunch
of
stolen items.
I remember that.
Over their fence and stuff.
I remember that too because he was telling me about that. So, man, that did do a big uptick in cabins. Devryn, are you do you hold a bunch of different cabins and other things as well? Or are you more focused on the ape side of things? Like what's
a little bit of everything actually. I've got a few cabins, mostly landmark cabins, because I decided to go with the share of revenue from that, and then they just dropped this on, and I had to pick up a couple more so I could build some buildings.
Yeah, I mean the floor price obviously shot up a little bit. I think it was like touched over 500 at one point. It's still stabilized here, but like you said, it gives something to do for each one of these things now. Like you can get involved at some way or shape or form. So the main thing that you want to have is obviously a CODAS pass right here, but on top of that, you can just hold a building. You can hold the ape to craft the furniture. You can be a furniture dealer, like they said here. There's a lot of different plays, and I think I was listening to the space and the Matas, and then there's somebody who was like, "Can you basically give me the alpha on how to be the best min-max strat person, how to maximize this?" And they're like, "Look, guys, we built this, but we're not even sure exactly how this is going to work yet. You guys are going to come up with these solutions probably faster than we do, and figure it out." Which is the fun part about these games where even creators, there's some people that just they don't even go half as far as what the community members do if they're passionate about it.
Figuring out the price of each furniture and how much furniture costs to build a building, and the SLVD rating, and which building and which SLVD rating is the best, and they get nuts in there about that stuff.
Man, it's interesting. I'd love to see over time this world even more come alive, open it up beyond just being things inside of your wallet, being able to visit virtually the website and things like that. We always talked about that, right? When the 3D stuff came around, TJ, we were like, it'd be so cool to kind of walk through this little area, see the cottages, see the cabins, see the map.
Oh yeah.
Because I did see that. This is like I said, it's when you say on brand, you reminded me of how the land map is, where obviously these are where the landmarks are.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody mention that too. We're like, oh, well, I wish there was a more interactive map, and they're like, well, this is on brand for what we do, and maybe over time we can improve upon this kind of stuff. But this is exactly, because like I said, it's right up Ape Society's alley for all this stuff.
And don't think the community they could whip something out. I don't know if you saw the Kavera announcements lately. They're integrating billboards and buildings into their Steam game now, so the community might just whip something out totally different.
I remember running around there for at least an hour one time on stream too.
Yeah. That was one of the things we talked about too. The potential for advertising with their reach, especially with that community, is massive with that game.
Dude, isn't that crazy that I haven't seen this one yet either. I was clicking through. I think I saw it over on Twitter, but yeah, can you imagine there was you know what, guys, you guys have been really putting in some great efforts on this. We've allowed you guys to kind of build a brand through this. It's taken off, and we want to integrate this into the project. That happens all the time with different community members who have different 100%. Strengths. It could go a long way. This reminds me of, to be honest with you, is when I'm looking at a Clay Nation shot, I look at something like this and hey, they just built the same thing in this little trailer right here. Obviously they're two different ambitions, but the fact that they're able to do this, who knows where down the line, maybe you will be able to stroll through where the cabins and where buildings are, essentially. Because for me, this looks great as far as a community initiative goes.
Yeah, to walk up and show the animations of building the furniture, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, even just a simple loading screen of them building it or bringing you into the world. 100%.
So, Future Cake, the guy who's the main architect of Kavera, we actually funded a DAO proposal for him where he's teaching community members how to build 3D assets in Blender and stuff like that, and hold contests, and then they receive society bounties for winning those contests. And he then utilizes the community learning how to create these assets to put them in game, so you can literally learn how to make a 3D asset for the first time and have it in a game on Steam.
That's really cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Like you said, you're helping people learn as well. And
Yeah.
who knows what different community members will do down the line, especially being able to like have access to this information. And that's always a big thing about Ape Society is the not only obviously price is great, but being able to interact and network with different people inside that community. You've seen a lot of people be successful doing that. Crypto Hands was asking about the blank spots on that map. I believe these are where the actual landmark.
Those are landmark districts.
Yep. So those are where like Levy or the Plunge and different ones like that are in, which you cannot change. That's one thing, right? Like the cabins that are inside those districts cannot be made into buildings.
No, they cannot.
Right. So is there only, what did they say, up to 3,000 buildings can be made? Is that was that?
Yeah, so you'll lose your supply of there's 10,000 cabins. I don't know how many landmark cabins. There's 11 districts.
Yeah.
It's probably 3,000-ish landmarks, and then and 7,000 non-landmark cabins, and now there's 3,000 are going to be burnt eventually.
Yes.
I love that we're getting more like concrete information about what's going on, because usually kind of to guess a game between the three of us. Like, I think that might be it. I don't know. We're not really sure what's really going on.
It's
so
tough. I'm deep into the Ape Society, and you still have to keep up to date every day. You'll miss something.
100%. And this just goes to show, like you said, a lot of people are utilizing this. Like this is more catered to maybe like the NFT side of things for people, but there, like I said, there's a DeFi aspect to it as well. Because obviously the success of Levy over here, it's changed the game on the lending side, especially for NFTs. So it's like, how can they keep one-upping themselves over here?
Know, but they keep doing it. I don't get it, man. You think they're gonna drop a stinker at some point, but they never seem to do.
It's really crazy how they go. And when I think back, because I don't know if that's something we're going to bring up at another time, but I see things like Ordinals and stuff taking off again, and people obviously get excited about that, and the liquidity that flows in there is insane. And then you look at a project like this that has all these different things that you can interact with that it's kind of making you learn along the way. And it's just like, there will be a time, it feels like, where people do discover this and they're like, okay, this clicks. Then this, like, I don't know of things that really build like this on other chains to this capacity.
I haven't seen it.
And it just works. And maybe, like I said, I'm not super involved in a lot of other chains, but I've definitely experienced NFTs over on different ones. And like I said, most of it is all hype and speculation. Really is what fuels that growth. Whereas this is, they're like, you know what? You can like us, you can hate us, but at the end of the day, you're probably going to interact with us at some point. And you can't ignore us, if anything.
Yeah, they figured out, like, build the brand around the PFP, then build the cool stuff. And there's other projects. Dirtbirds is real good about building their brand around their PFP. And all their kind of stuff kind of fits that brand. Mallard Orders really good with stuff like that. They built the brand. Now build the stuff. Now you've built the brand.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of the projects, so like, they've definitely had some foresight, but how they came off the bat with the families and the different professions and everything kind of ready to go. They've shown from the beginning where they've really planned to develop this out in really deep ways.
It's been such a wild journey, I think, even for us, where we kind of like first saw it. I know we really didn't take a look at it until we had Chronic and Chrissy on way back when in 2022. Over inside, and then even then I was like, I want to get in, I want to get out, and I was never ever patient enough to just be like, you know what, you need to really get involved with it. And that's one thing I wish I would have gotten involved a little bit more, but like I said, prices, we're in a tough market right now, and they're starting to look attractive again over here. So
and I have found, no matter what the team doesn't tell the community, what they keep to themselves, all the little secrets, there's one thing that has stood firm. They reward people who use the ecosystem.
Yeah.
If you were just constantly minting furniture with not really knowing what it was going to be used for, but you just had faith, you're now being rewarded for doing that. If you were just holding on to these CODIS, not really knowing, just having faith, I'm going to use these because they're going to build something I can use them for, you're being rewarded.
Absolutely.
If you just use what they build, you're going to be rewarded for it.
So they're solving that thing where we always talk about, where most people just need to sell the NFT to get the liquidity that they're looking to extract. But then you don't have an NFT and you're not on the outside looking in. Whereas here we've commended Mallet Order for this too with their project. But here, if you would have just minted and kind of just followed along the storyline, you probably were in a way better position than somebody who just minted and flipped throughout the time over there. And that's what, as an NFT project, the longevity that you're trying to capture. You're not just trying to capture a new holder base. You're trying to retain the existing and then grow it from there. There's only a few thousand of us really over on the Cardano side right now inside of NFTs. So in order to attract and grow, you got to be able to get new people in. And
they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, man. But yeah, a huge shout out to Ape Society for this new gamified experience. And there's still, like I said, I'm sure we'll see new strats and new things come out of it about what is the better play. And I don't know. Who knows? Like you said, these could be completely different next year at this time and provide a whole different function on top of what they've already done. That the power that they have to pivot with this kind of stuff once it's out there is really interesting. I think we're gonna go ahead and we'll wrap up this little section here because I think we're gonna go ahead and kick it over there. Devryn, man, or Nathan, it's been great to get.
I've been gotten a little distracted towards the end of this because it's hard to find an ape to buy. This is really difficult.
Buy a costume and just start making some furniture.
I like that, actually. That might be the easiest way to actually pull the trigger here.
Do a loan on Levy for one. If they default on it, you got an 8 for cheap. Yeah, there's a lot of different plays you can have. That's the beauty of it, right? Is that there are those plays out there to do that.
I'm looking for that Thomas.
Yeah, we had Thomas over there. Was the one I don't remember. I forget how much it was way back when, and we were like, that'd be really funny to buy that. But we never pulled the trigger on it. But no, Devryn, we appreciate you jumping on to the show tonight. It's great to meet you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it flew by.
Absolutely. It really did.
Absolutely flew by.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
an hour and a half almost.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, these shows go by quick. If anybody's looking to get in contact with you, what's the best way? I know you're in Twitter all over the time.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, and then I mean, we'll definitely have to catch up over here throughout these
for sure.
different events, man. But we're
I'll
really
be
looking
Rare
forward to
Evo probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be a good place to catch you for next year over here.
Sounds like a high probability. I imagine that makes sense. Yeah,
right.
I'm excited about that for sure.
It's gonna be a blast, man. And not Nafafa, but August of next year. Yeah, I could see markets being quite a bit different than they are right now.
I agree with that. I can see that too.
We may get a little bit of games in between here and there, but yeah, I agree with you on that.
It was like what, $900 for the weekend for their Caesar's Palace for a room?
$199, $199 a night, which is usually $300 or $400 if you're just buying it randomly. But we got a great deal. We got such a great deal.
That's really good.
We negotiated. They even lowered the resort fee for our from $45 to $30.
There you go.
That really is a deal, honestly.
And all the amenities that come with it. It's gonna be a blast.
Oh yeah. That pool party sounds pretty fun too. Over there. Have to get one of these.
All you can eat and drink.
Yeah, we'll test the mint luck out.
Me up.
Devryn, appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, and we'll talk a little bit later. Have a good one.
I'll see you.
See you guys later. A good night. Take care. We get a room, boys.
Right? Yeah, we need to talk to the wife.
Only 200 a person for that, and for the whole weekend. That's a deal.
Caesar's Palace, is that the real Caesar's? I love that too. That you guys dropped. I was waiting for that because I remember thinking about it. Yeah,
that's what I thought of the moment I saw it. There's got to be a hangover somewhere in there.
Instantly thought of that.
You guys have a phone bank?
Yeah. I was reading Rezin's comment. Rez, dude, happy birthday! Appreciate you showing up over here, man.
Happy birthday, dude. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving as well. I hope everybody is having a good week. Short week over here in the United States. If you guys are over
a short week last week, dude.
I'm gonna have a short week potentially next week. And told you guys, I guess break it live on the last other side of F35 Live. So I got the CT scans result, and it was what I confirmed. I got a hernia. Yep.
Okay.
Why don't you just come live from the
Live from
Post
the
op.
operating room. Yep.
Yeah,
we
live
just
from
roll the
post
table.
op.
There's
Oh,
wheelie
sure.
tables in there. I used to work on the hospital.
I'll be able to handle next week because it'd be on Thursday of next week. So I've got the weekend to recover and get back. I just don't know how Monday will
You
be.
can't correct my timestamps then. Good,
see?
thank God.
All right. Yes.
I know you go in there, you're like, oh, he didn't capitalize this. He didn't add this word. I'm like, whatever.
I'm a
dude.
perfectionist, TJ.
I'm like, did you
no.
really timestamp that part? Wow, you really wanted it in there, didn't you?
Hey, somebody might have clicked on it. You never know, right? No, man. I don't know. We'll see how everything. Dude, this year's flying by right now. Like,
I was
it
just
really
talking to
is.
my wife about that. It really is going too fast.
Like, I
Too
don't even.
fast.
People are talking about buying Christmas gifts and stuff. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? It's like we're still out. It's not Christmas yet.
It's
And
only
like,
it's 35 days away. I asked Google today because I was putting on my little the Nutcracker has the date and how
35
many days
days?
left. Yep.
oh man, jeez.
I need to
So,
order Christmas gifts.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Amazon,
Oh,
dude.
shit.
If you're not Amazon and stuff right now, if you're giving me stuff that's not on Amazon, I don't want to buy for you right now. I
Yeah,
need
it's
the easy stuff.
For your information, a group of scorpions is called an orgy. That's pretty funny, actually.
That's a good little fun fact right there.
That is a fun fact.
I feel like that can't be right. I'm gonna say that out
I'm
loud.
gonna
Someone's
go
like,
with
what the fuck are you talking about?
When the fuck did we get ice cream? Dude, what else you guys been up to, dude? I actually I know you guys talked about that swamp water a little bit last week. I ended up buying a little beer pack just to finally
Did
get
you?
one of the, yeah, I ended up buying.
Did you just get that one?
Yeah, just the Mallard. Yeah, I only bought the Mallard one
Makes
over
sense.
there. You just had to go ahead and support. But yeah, I went ahead and did that. And then dude, I don't know if you guys remember MNCHRMS over there from Beyond Rocket.
Dude, it's fun. Yeah, I looked that up this weekend. I had one listed for, I guess, the cost of both of them I paid for months ago. And I saw that it's sold.
Oh, they sold?
Dude,
Oh.
because they pumped to like $400 worth.
Bro, they were at a $200 and something floor.
More than that. I was just scrolling through.
If you look at
I got
the
close to
last
400.
if you look at the last 24 hours, MNCHRMS is sitting up there. But if you look at the last 7 days over there, they're sitting at number 6 right here. They did over 8.93 BTC.
Why? Do they have announced it or something?
People love the artwork for this stuff, man.
We always said that we love the art. That's great.
It's it's not what you commonly see on the Ordinal side of things. You always see the little pixelated images because the image size was always a big issue when they were inscribing them. It cost more for like a larger file size. So when people saw these, they were like, yo, these are like absolutely dope. Like the side profile pic view, they're easy to edit in like Photoshop and things like that. And the amount of people that came in, it was crazy. There was one night when I was looking at it, they had like 142 buys pending.
I'm pissed myself like
Wow.
$40.
Um,
I'm so pissed.
I had 14 of them, and I'll be full disclosure for you, man. Your boy took some profits.
You're good. You should have. How many did you sell?
Pretty much 13 of them. I kept my one that I like.
200 a piece?
Close to that, yeah. I
Damn,
ran on the
good for
ran
you.
up, and I transferred it back into ADA
Yeah,
afterwards. But no, I got me inspired a little bit, and it reminds me, and it also shows you how early it is, man. I saw there's a tweet that I liked. I have to go back and the amount of volume that, like we were saying, like it was 8.93 BTC is what they did. If you look at the US dollar value, actually, I think you might be able to do it in BTC. The 24-hour volume for us is 3.89 BTC. Like the entire
That's awesome to
thing,
see. That's cool to see.
that it just it switches like that. But the entire thing, 24 hours, is 3.89 BTC. Just them alone on I'm talking MNCHRMS, not even just any of Ordinals, but just MNCHRMS.
That's 8, you said.
Yeah, it was 8.93, but I'm just even looking at 24 hours just to see what that looks. 0.58, yeah. They're literally a seventh. And there was a stat though where they did more volume in one day than the entire CNFT space did.
That's wild.
Which just shows you how much volume is really out there for people chasing this, because this was going for $14. I think for $10 to $14 floor price for the longest time, and then they shot up to what they're at right now.
It was
So
a
when you-
$15.
It was like a 10 to
Mint,
15
wasn't it?
bucks.
Yeah,
Some
it
of
was
them were
really
free
cheap.
for some of them were just paid to get inscribing fees for holding Beyond Rockets or Beyond Citizens over here. And it just goes to show you though, like the money's out there. People will come and they'll figure it out. It's just maybe we're inside of our little echo chamber still. And I don't know, man. Ordinals are obviously they're taking off again right now, and there's a ton of money to be made. So I highly recommend if anybody is kind of bored over on the Cardano side, definitely go check this out. They're
I was into Ordinals for the longest, trying to talk about
Well,
it.
it's so much easier now too. Like you said, like Xverse is the wallet. I use Xverse wallet right here. You just sign right into it. It's all, you just connect your wallet as normal. It's just like Cardano, and BTC takes forever to send, and sometimes gas fees get ridiculously high. But it's
going to take events like Rare Evo, like bringing multiple chains together in events to kind of see what each other has. You know what I'm saying? So I think more and more events like that, and people that start to go to them, kind of get that mingling going on. That's when you're going to start to see floor prices of multiple chains going up.
Well, I think people suffer from similar problems that we all have, where it's just so difficult to track everything, except maybe out of some of the big headlines from some of the other chains. You know, see kind of what does blow up on Twitter, maybe, or someone that you know and maybe trust a little more, maybe dabbles in something, but they're not going to be in everything, and you're gonna, you know, we end up missing a lot because of that as a result. Yeah.
Well, maybe sometimes just hold on to these things. You don't necessarily need to. I mean, who knows what you're holding? If you have conviction in a project, the right time is
absolutely.
It could come out and sneak up on you. Yeah,
the right time, the right time.
Right time is the right time. This is also the
cold
metaverse play. It is cold out here. It could be cold.
Yeah, it's deep too.
Deep too.
It's deep too.
I ran out of water, and I can't laugh. Everything hurts right now.
When was the last time you heard that?
Literal, probably years.
What was the whole thing? Is two guys standing off a dock, pissing into the water.
Yep.
One of them goes,
nobody has any clue what we're talking
this
about.
This water's cold. The other guy goes, yeah, deep too.
Yeah.
But the context of that is this sounds actually probably bad to even say, our coach or soccer.
High school, at least. Yeah, we're older.
Yeah, but still a coach.
Hit him with a turbo, son.
I feel like you're probably getting in a lot more trouble as a coach.
That's not thinking that in my head now. That's pretty inappropriate to say. You know,
whatever, man. It was funny. We were back.
I thought it was funny.
He had a bunch of little sayings like that, though. He loved that shit.
Yeah. Anything else going on with the? Are we doing a podcast this week?
Fell asleep watching TV. Woke up TV watching me.
That's a good one. I like that.
Damn, you got those in the back pocket.
I got another good one. I'm not saying that one untrue.
Well, no, Wednesday. It's a holiday. I think I'm gonna be traveling most likely Wednesday.
I'm getting a haircut at 6:30.
I'd prefer to be able to drive and maybe see some.
Yeah, we said we're not doing one this week.
As opposed to having to stay Wednesday night and edit Wednesday night and then leave Thursday.
That doesn't sound like fun, huh? Yeah.
I think also most people. I don't think we have a ton of Black Friday shoppers. I don't know. Do people even still go to the store anymore? It seems like a weird thing to me. It seems like everyone just gets their deals anymore. Yeah, not like no one's going and like getting really like, oh, they got $2 DVDs. You know, no one gives a shit about that. You just get like the TV deal or something on Amazon. Yeah, those I saw a post that says,
I don't want a TV this year. I want a deal on my mortgage, utility bill, my car payment.
Can you get gift cards for those?
That's what I want.
Man.
So, yeah, but, you know, I think people will be recovering from Thanksgiving, enjoying that Friday off. They don't need to spend an hour with more Cardano online.
Who's doing a little ring-a-ling, ding-a-ling?
I was tapping my glass.
Oh my god! I thought it was like
okay. Hear that when I talk?
I thought it was like I thought it was a soundboard and a Christmas bell.
It's Christmas over here.
Fries are done.
No. Anyway. Yeah, I think we do. We got game night though next week. Game night will be fun.
You're not playing.
I am excited for
that. Surgery's on Thursday.
Shit. Oh, that sucks.
What time's the surgery?
10 a.m.
Yeah, well, that's like an in and out. That's the same day.
I'll be all jacked up on morphine and
that'd be great. That's good. That's great.
Is that an overnight? That's not an overnight.
No, it's outpatient.
No, it's outpatient.
Yeah,
you go in and out.
We'll be chilling. I mean, you have
I'll be laying in bed. I'm not gonna be sitting upright in the worst position possible the day of surgery.
You're fine, bro. You'll be on so much anesthesia.
Can you lay on your side? Can you lay on your side?
No,
you're fine. You're just gaming.
Just prop your head up.
If anybody
controller, you play with a controller. What are you talking about?
I need to get that. I need to get that desk like JP from Grandma's Boy.
I was thinking that, but that'd be a little more difficult. But yeah, just bring the computer in the bedroom and just prop your head up and play with the controller.
Everybody who's just tuned in right now is probably like, "What's going on?" I'm like, well, yeah, I may be getting surgery next week. We'll see what happens here. For a little hernia over there, that's always fun. It's the second one I've ever had. It's awful. Been 10 years.
Lifting. Too strong.
You need better body mechanics.
Something's not working over there, huh?
Need some stretching.
I'm definitely not stretching beforehand, huh?
I can tell you that.
But no, man. Outside that, I don't really. I've been seeing some like fun posts for people like of just different communities, especially old money for whatever reason. I see tons and tons of people getting back into old money. But I really just like I'm interested because like Cardano's price keeps rising right now, and
It's
I feel like
it's at 38, so it's dope.
are we just gonna? Is this it, or are we on the ascension right now, or is everybody keeps saying that we're gonna get pulled back, and I still feel like that, but I don't know.
I think there'll be some sort of correction, but I don't know if we'll hit under 30 cents again. Not financial advice.
I would hope it. I would hope it goes back under 30 cents.
I mean, me too. Christmas money.
I think that Christmas time we've seen.
Every December time
usually
usually
everyone's takes their kind of breaks and things like that. So
Mhm.
and then January, February, we get really pumped and we're like, is this the end or is this it? And then it lasts for about 6.5 days and we're like, what the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah, well, I remember specifically 2017, I bought Litecoin. It was like close to $300 at the peak then. And then like December came and tanked right back down to like $100, $70, just like Ethereum and Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was only like $3,000 then too. God, isn't that crazy to see?
Oh,
3 to 5 grand back then. Ethereum was just touching 1,000, if that.
hey,
XRP, we got it like 9 cents.
Yeah,
I remember it ran up to 24 or something. We were freaking out. Yeah,
about
I remember watching Bitcoin live go from like 9,000 to
I remember that when it broke the website and everyone lost like their 401ks on it. Yeah, for sure. That shit was crazy.
Oh man. Well, yeah, it definitely feels though like this is I don't know. I still feel I don't know if I'm convinced yet. But it's encouraging to see us
it's exciting.
Sure. It
is. You see it at 30. I mean, it's sad to say it's 38 cents exciting when we're at $2, but it is exciting. We go.
Well, does it also make you like, yo, I don't want these NFTs anymore. I want my ADA back.
Facts.
That's the other night.
A lot of it. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them. Yeah, for sure. There's some that I do want to keep for the community, of course, but there's a lot of them like, I just want the ADA back, please.
And maybe I'd sell it for a loss now just to get my ADA back.
Exactly, a loss for my mint price.
Or at least it puts in perspective of like, man, I made a terrible decision with these things. I really just need, give me some money. That's really what I care about right now. Yeah. It's an interesting like perspective sometimes, like a reality check, because you get so used to this everything being down that you don't give a shit. But when things start to matter a little bit, you're like, yeah, I need to tighten up.
Sometimes you're not ready. Like I got to start paying attention. Like I was still just kind of in cruising mode, thinking like this is nothing. 100%, it can happen real fast.
And even the MNCHRMS thing,
I
missed that kind of too late. I listed too late. I saw Tommy's post. I was like, oh, I'll look at that later. And then literally I posted for a price that's too high now. That I'm probably not going to sell it for now. So I'll just keep it again.
You never know what you're holding. It could go up though. He said, kind of scared about NFT prices with ADA going up, but more volume, new people should balance that out. I agree. Like when you look at things on the other chains like Ordinals and stuff, and most of those things people are spending thousands of dollars on have no value outside of it just being hype and speculation. So there's just new people coming in. It's that cycle, man.
New shiny thing. Yeah.
It's the new volume and getting new people in and you exiting positions. And it's a harsh world when you like look at it like that. I mean, I guess it changes your perspective when you've been doing it for a while, where it's like, yeah, this is the game, man. You learn the game and you get in and out and you don't get married to one thing for too long. And when you're in there, when you have those thoughts like that, like, man, I really should get some of the 8 out NFTs. It's like, maybe you got too many NFTs. You need to bounce that a little bit. You Degen, you idiot.
Are you talking to yourself right now? Yeah, got too many NFTs.
Therapy.
Tommy still doesn't know that I send him a bunch of my trash NFTs.
I've sent him like 3. He doesn't know.
Yeah,
I did. I asked him one time off stream. He's like, I have no idea how I got.
One time he found one on one of the streams. You didn't know what it was.
3 of them.
Yeah,
I'm definitely sending me like whitelist passes and stuff before in the past. I had no idea what they were.
A bunch of that trash. Stuff. Sure. I like to keep my one. That's my squash sweater wallet. Usually, I like to keep it clean. So it's kind of just the random.
I'm gonna dirty that thing up. I'm gonna send you all these rugs back.
Send you one too.
I'm gonna trash them all. I've also seen people like, because you know how your ADA gets locked away with like UTXOs, where with your too many NFTs, just sending all that shit over to an exchange, just nuking all your NFTs over to like Coinbase, and at least you get to be able to extract the ADA away from it.
How?
Well, then you
They don't have them
ADA.
locked up by the because it'll say like you have this many and it counts towards the actual.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
so,
and
yeah,
then,
they'll
and
send
then
them
all
to
you
like
do is send
Coinbase
ADA
or
back to you.
something.
Yeah, they'll send them to Coinbase. It'll rip all the NFTs away because you're not, and then it'll just tell you your ADA value. Then just send that ADA right back to your wallet. And now you freed up the UTXOs. There you go, the FAFA out there.
That's great advice.
Give Coinbase your rug to NFTs over there. There's other services. There's other like actual projects that'll do stuff like that.
They got some Coinbase has some big ones. Didn't they say they have they got that ape from Fettuccine?
Well, I don't need his servers when Coinbase does it for me. Why am I going to give it to someone else to do? Skill to some of the siblings trash. It's funny. You know who I really want? We say all the time. We need to get Liam's NFTs. Stat.
Yeah.
Was he have a blue clay?
No, he's a wizard.
Clay and a wizard. Clay, yeah.
And he's also got some Bake Nation and things like that. Who knows? Maybe a mutant. I don't remember.
He's a croc. Yeah, he is a mutant.
Yeah, mutant croc. Sure. With the yummy like background or something.
Yep.
And then
he has some good shit.
Which I don't know if that'd really be worth that much anymore.
But you think about that, like somebody like him who just doesn't care about this stuff, and when prices go back up, he's gonna care about it again. And
you should care about it now and get a lot of ADA for it.
Yeah, but like
it's a bundle price. Throw them a bundle price.
Yeah, but if you look at like Clay's and stuff, like Clay's was still at like 1,000 plus ADA when ADA was $2+
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't, because my green was worth 4,000 ADA, and that's $8,000. A green clay is not worth $8,000 right now.
No, not saying that it's worth $8,000. It's worth the ADA. Like it's worth that ADA. Like 4,000 ADA right now for a green clay though.
No, it's not this already.
Yeah, it's maybe like 3,000 for a green. So what I'm saying is that balance isn't like dollar value really.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So even in when ADA was $2, your 3,000 fucking thing is still the same now when ADA's 40 cents. So that's where people say that same mentality of like the big projects. I don't think you're really going to have to worry too much about the dollar. Like people don't calculate the dollar value. Like, oh, am I going to spend $1,000 forever on that? They're like, hey, it's 1,000 ADA. Oh shit, ADA is fucking $2 now. Okay, it's worth $2,000 now.
Oh, it is 3,000 ADA now. Shit.
I don't know if they accept CNFTs to Coinbase wallet, to be honest with you. But if you really just wanted to go ahead and get rid of them and free up the UTXO stuff and that ADA that's associated with it, just send them off to an exchange and you can get that ADA away from it and then send it back to your wallet. What is good, J-Hub? Appreciate you showing up over here. We're getting ready to wrap it up over here on the back end, unfortunately.
One pixels, one house. That's funny.
Yeah. You guys want to go get some? You guys are hunting victory royales. Have you moved on already?
I haven't victory royale, although I did get a chance to play for a little qualifier this weekend over on Mongrels, which they're not Mongrels anymore. Maybe we'll have some more information next Monday about that. Just saying.
You played Fortnite this weekend, Tommy?
Not Fortnite. I played a lot of Rocket League. Can you be? They have an invitational that was like a bunch of different NFT projects for like an actual tournament on
Fortnite tournament.
They do have Fortnite. Yeah, there's Fortnite, Rocket League. Yeah, tourney.
Let's go.
No build too.
Yo,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. You weren't in the. You have to go see if you can get in there because you didn't do the qualifier this weekend, man. All you had to do is just log in and play a game.
You not one text message, not one saying, "Hey,
sick, bro.
You said you played."
Yeah, but I was sick. I played
that's not how that works. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I wasn't even thinking. I was just thinking about just.
You're just thinking of yourself. You're selfish. You're selfish. Okay, I got it.
Maybe you need to be more tapped in, dude. Mongrel it up.
Yeah, TJ, what are you raising 2 kids or something?
Yeah. Come to us, we are the alpha, dude. You gotta. Can't post it all. No. Boys, I need to go get a water or something. My throat's dying right now. I think it's about time
to wrap it up. We dialing it back.
Yeah, let's dial it out of here.
Purple stuff.
Tommy's gonna end us with a song.
Got some Sunny Delight. Some purple stuff.
Can you switch us over to German potato soup?
Oh, it's the park.
Yes. What's the? I think the.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We're gonna be heading out. See y'all next week. Bye.